Another vehicle being tested at Desert Rats is something called Triathlete. Here is Johnny with the Triathlete principal investigator Brian Wilcox to tell us more.
So Brian, we saw this back at Moses Lake, okay, in one episode that we shot a while ago, but it looks a little different. Can you tell me why it looks a little different?
Sure.
Yeah.
It is quite a bit different. It's a whole new vehicle. It's bigger. It's twice as big. So the ones last year were a quarter scale.
Okay.
For the lunar mobility system, the cargo carrier. And this are now half scale. So we made the system, the legs are twice as long, more than twice as long.
I can see that.
And actually they're made in 2 3-legged vehicles so they can separate from the cargo pallet that carries the habitat. So the habitat is actually on a separable cargo pallet. And so the landers will come down on the moon with the interchangeable cargo pallets, and the 2 3-legged vehicles dock with the cargo pallets on each side, and then they carry that off of the lander and can carry it around the moon and set it down by separating. They just release the dock and can set that cargo pallet anywhere on the moon.
So Brian, why do we need something like this on the moon?
Well, we need to be able to carry cargo off the landers and move them to places where, for example, habitats can dock together.
Okay.
So you can have a laboratory module and a habitat module, and you can bring them together so people can walk between the habitation and the laboratory space. The idea of Athlete is that we use relatively small wheels, and we roll on most of the terrain because most of the terrain is nice and firm on the moon, but occasionally there are either very soft places or very rocky places, and then we would use the legs to walk. So the whole thing is actually lighter than a normal all-terrain vehicle that has the same payload.
Really?
And that allows you to do things that you can't otherwise do, such as we are demonstrating here today, which is to drill up on the side of a cliff face, where some of the most interesting geologic samples would come, from way up high on a cliff face.
Sure.
And it's real hard for the astronauts to get up there, and of course the safety, a normal geologist might be willing to rappel up or down, come down from the top. But you would never let an astronaut do that for safety reasons. Whereas if you had a vehicle like this that could reach up on the side, especially with no crew inside, you could also lift an astronaut up and do maintenance on the side of your return vehicle.
Sure.
If you had essential maintenance that needed to be done, you could use this as a cherry picker and basically lift. Just a lift, and that would allow you to get an astronaut up there to do repair.
Brian, this was awesome. Thank you so much, man. And
thank you
definitely,
very much.
good luck with the program.